and Siddle will know that.
The final leg and third man are up inside the circle. Siddle is in for the first ball of the final over. Full. Oh, tempter for Jacks.
Good ball.
That's a risky delivery, though, isn't it?
Well executed, though.
Yeah,
Hit the seam, just
absolutely.
enough movement. And that's the best result. Well, the best result's getting rid of Jacks, but the second best result, single, gets him down the other end. And maybe we can see some pressure applied to Jordan. Although in saying that, let's remember that Jordan's hit 2 boundaries. He's on 14 from 9, the captain, having elevated himself to number 6 in the absence of Jordan Clark. So he'll back himself to finish this himself.
Well, there's a huge gap at mid-wicket. Is he going to run? Is it going to be tip and run here? Or... because it's a very similar field to the last delivery. Oh, it's skied it. And I think the fielder's going to come underneath it at deep mid-wicket and takes the catch.
Lammonby again.
I'm not sure about that shot from Jordan.
But does give the strike back.
Does it? Has the law not changed?
The MC... my understanding is that we haven't moved to that in this competition. Well, which means the strike goes back.
In that case, I take it back, Chris Jordan. If Will Jackson's going to be facing, then fair dues.
Yeah, so the laws of the game are changing, but my understanding is it hasn't kicked in as yet, which will mean that Jacks does go back on strike.
So 4 deliveries remaining. 2 a ball. 8 needed. And it does look like it's going to be Reefer.
In that case, the
laws have changed.
I take it all back.
The times are a-changing.
Put it this way, in the county
in
the county championship, it's been crossing counted. So yes, they must have agreed to fall into line with what they were doing in the 100 and the IPL, which is fine. So, yes, back to what you originally said in that case, it does put Surrey at a disadvantage. Reefer facing his first ball of the season. 4 to go.
And he gets off the mark. Certainly going to be 1. Is that going to race away to the boundary? The fielder puts in the dive, and it goes all the way. That is not the delivery that Somerset required from Siddle. Drifting down onto leg stump, clipped away from Reefer, who's going at a strike rate of 400 for the season.
Yeah, nicely done. Getting an opportunity tonight, unexpectedly. 3 changes, Pollard out. Reefer picked to play this lower middle order role, finisher role. Tucking Peter Siddle away behind square to the short boundary. 4 to go.
So, take the single, get off strike, you've done your job. We'll go for the glory. Oh, it's Siddle with the glory. What a comeback. He has absolutely cleaned up Reefer.
What a ball. How about the heat on that? The Peter Siddle of old. He hasn't bowled this quickly for a decade. And he's fired up too, the Victorian. How about that? Peter Siddle keeps Somerset in the game. I wonder who they'll send out now at number 8. Will it be the experience of Clark, who is injured? How? Siddle with the wheels.
And Jacks at the other end. Gus Atkinson, local boy. 2 balls remaining. What a game we've brought to you. Our Surrey broadcast.
Yeah, Atkinson has rarely had to play this role. He's only made 39 runs in 19 T20s, owing to the fact that he's only batted 8 times, and most of those for a ball or 2.
He only needs 4.
Well, that's true enough, but my point being is that the degree of difficulty isn't low against Pete Siddle with 2 balls to go after he's bent the middle stump back with a 90-mile-an-hour in-swinging Yorker. He does that again. Good luck keeping it out.
I tell you what, we've got one of those beautiful South London pink hue skies here. Absolutely glorious evening on the longest day, the start of summer. We've got a crackerjack of a T20 game. Can Surrey preserve their unbeaten record in 2022? This game has fluctuated wildly. You consider the different positions Somerset found themselves in throughout their innings, and now Surrey thought they'd won the game, and have they just lost it? 2 balls to go. Steps away again to Siddle.
On a
Are we
hat-trick.
about to see? But it's not his birthday. He can't take hat-tricks unless it's his birthday. Atkinson, been gone, and for perhaps the 5th time today, we've seen a batsman step away from the wicket and be castled.
Well, we did say it. If Pete Siddle bowls another full, straight, quick Yorker, good luck keeping it out, Gus.
Well,
I mean, you know, watching it back here, he did make room, he did show his stumps, but credit to Pete Siddle, who has the chance to finish the game with a hat-trick and be the hero. Big call to bowl him in over number 20. He has been expensive tonight, but when it matters most, he stepped up in the final over of this game. And 1 ball to go.
All I'll say, Colo, is that Chris Jordan and Gus Atkinson both had the opportunity to take the single, to get off strike and get Will Jacks back on strike. And now you could have a situation where Will Jacks bats the entire innings and is left essentially at the non-striker's end for the final over of a very low-scoring encounter.
He's faced 1 ball in the final over, hasn't he?
You know, I'm not sure that's particularly... That's very fine margins, and credit to the bowler.
He's taken 3 wickets in the final over, Siddle.
Wow.
He conceded the
Still
boundary.
got a ball to go. We were talking.
Yes.
If you're just joining us, by the way, where have you been? But me and Colo, it seems like an age ago, we were talking about hat-tricks, weren't we?
Talking about Peter Siddle's hat-trick.
We were talking about Peter Siddle's hat-trick.
When the game was drifting along, they were knocking singles around Somerset. We thought, well, this could be a quick kill for the home team. Press fast forward an hour and a half. Well, you got to love T20.
Well, you do. You absolutely do.
Call it home, John Norman.
Well, Peter Siddle is at the top of his mark, at the top of his run-up. 2 wickets in 2 balls. Surrey need a 4 from the final delivery of the match. It'll be a boundary and Surrey win. It'll be a wicket, Somerset win, and a hat-trick as Peter Siddle is into the crease now, delivers the ball, it's flicked through extra cover.